Hello, from a night at Epcot to do a challenge, maybe a couple challenges. So I didn't look outside and see that it was raining and go, oh my god, I have to go to Epcot to go to Food and Wine. No, the festival concludes in just a couple days, so I wanted to come back to Epcot one more time to do a couple challenges to tie up some loose ends that I still needed to do this year at the festival. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. I have never once in my life regretted a single theme park impulsive decision I've ever made in my life. I did just step into a puddle that happened to be both wet and cold, so I do regret that particular circumstance, but I'm presuming, I'm anticipating, I'm counting on the fact that I am going to have a good time tonight at Epcot. All right, I've made it into, well, not into Epcot quite yet. I've made it through security. It has rained the entire day today. All right, so now I'm inside Epcot. The Food and Wine Festival's concluding in just a couple days, soon to be replaced by the International Festival of the Holidays. I'm finally out of the rain, so that's nice just for a minute. I think it's just going to continue raining the entire night. What I'm doing today at Epcot is continuing a challenge. I'm calling it a challenge. It's more of like a palate experiment where I am using particular ingredients in every single savory and sweet food that I consume at Epcot tonight. So I'm using Parmesan cheese for my savory option, and then I'm using sour gummy worms as my sweet option. Usually I have Brennan decide for me what my foods are going to be, whatever spices or condiments that I'm going to be using for the foods that I decide to get tonight, and the goal is to actually attempt to be complimentary with the dishes that I get, so that'll be exciting. The sun has almost set. You can see a little bit of light on Spaceship Earth there, and I'm excited to do this. I chose my own options to do this challenge tonight. It looks like Spaceship Earth is down right now, and what else I'm going to be doing is going to Gateway Gifts right behind me, right there, and I'm getting a map for Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak Adventure. It's a little bit awkward. They ran out of the prizes to do the scavenger hunt, so they don't, I mean, they don't, maybe they had the maps, but I don't know, they don't have the prizes. He said that they don't have the Mirror or Creations. This is the exit for Spaceship Earth. Back over here pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be able to walk over here in this direction again behind Spaceship Earth and just the entirety of what's supposed to be World Celebration. So I just walked the long way around, but this is the Moana meet and greet that I've not seen over here yet. This is where Moana would meet during the daytime, right across from the Coral Reef restaurants. And then this is Journey of Water, which I believe is still virtual return, or are people just going inside? It is absolutely not virtual return right now. You can just walk right into the experience. This is awesome. I'm just doing a quick walkthrough just to see what it looks like, sort of as the sun sets, where the lights are starting to turn on for the evening. I definitely want to go back with Brendan to do this once it's like actually dark, because this place, from what I've seen in like pictures and other people's videos, it is beautiful at night. This effect was not working for us last time. You raise your hand in front of it, or you put your hand in front of it, and then the water will raise to that level. Okay, I'm going to try this. So I put my hand here. Oh, cool. So if I raise it up a little bit, the water will raise up. If I put my hand down, nope, not so much. So really just how high I raise my hand. Okay. That's pretty neat. And again, just look at how this place is lit. It is so Pandora. Okay, I'm going through the waterfall here. Yay, oh no, I didn't get wet when it's raining. This area in particular, I know, looks incredible at night. It is technically night now. It's almost night, at least. You can sort of see, but it is much more subtle now than it would be later on. I'm still pretty convinced that Disney Imagineers just had a box in somebody's attic labeled Pandora, and they just were like, hey, let's just keep doing that. There's the wall of water way over there, which that's neat. This umbrella does help when it comes to potentially getting drenched just in this portion of Journey of Water. All right, so that was just a super quick, very quick walkthrough of Journey of Water, kind of at night. Over there's Journey of Imagination, and we still have not met Figment yet. I'm waiting for Brennan, I think, to do that, and then the original reverse waterfall and jumping fountains. This is Communicore Hall, which I don't know how close this is getting, probably not very close, but I think this area is supposed to open up in a month. So if you're heading into the World Showcase, there's this map on the wall that I wanted to come back during the daytime to see. It's still somewhat daytime. I'm just going to do a quick scan of this. Just slowly walking past it. I don't know if they moved this from where it was, because it was over by the old Starbucks location, and now it's over here. Unless there is another one that I don't know about. But I definitely anticipate coming back to take in a lot more of these details. Yeah, it totally used to be over here, next to this food booth. That's weird, so they moved it. So I guess I'm glad that I saw it, because they might just move it or remove it altogether. So I was directed to go into Port of Entry or Disney Traders to see if they still have, if they have the park maps, that's one thing, but it's more about them having the completion prizes. So they did have the scavenger hunt, the remys, Ratatouille, hide and squeak scavenger hunt, but they said that they only had like 2 prizes left, so she recommended to go ahead and just get my prize. Now it is a lunchbox, and I think this is one that I had to get. This is the Mirabelle or the Encanto lunchbox, which I'm not mad about that. So that's cool. I have a little lunchbox. I think I know exactly where this lunchbox is going to go. So if they're watching this video, this is going to our friends Jorge and Kelly, because their son Daniel is obsessed with Encanto. So hopefully they're not watching this video, or if they are, surprise, Daniel's getting a lunchbox. This line over here, like this merchandise line, isn't this adorable? Like, what in the world with these are like pajamas, right? Like, that's cute. It's weird going to Magic Kingdom and seeing the Christmas tree in Magic Kingdom. It's comforting. It's like, yay, Disney Christmas, and then seeing it at Epcot is weird. And it's like, what are you doing here? Not yet. They've added a bunch of 100th anniversary snow globes this year to this. That's neat. That's different. I didn't see anything that was different about the Magic Kingdom tree. So this is actually a booth that I think that we missed somehow. This is Wine and Wedge. This is a new booth. That's here. They have assorted artisanal cheeses and accompaniments. They have fig and balsamic souffle. They have a southern pimento cheese, and then an artist palette of wine and cheese. That actually looks incredible. I don't know, can I compliment cheese with cheese? Does that work? All right, so I'm going to forfeit stopping there because I don't really think any of that will compliment my my Parmesan cheese that I brought, but I know what absolutely will go perfectly with my Parmesan cheese. This isn't it at Char and Chop, but this is another 100th anniversary booth that I think is just new this year with the roasted bruschetta, the crispy impossible spicy sausage, the meat assorti. But I am heading inside the pavilion over here to get some chicken wings. The Odyssey building, that's what I'm thinking about, which is right over here. So the Brew Wing Lab at the Odyssey has chicken wings. I don't think they have just regular Parmesan chicken wings, which would have been a redundant ingredient to add to that, but that would have really worked, I think. Oh no, they do have garlic Parmesan wings. Hell yeah, I'm getting the garlic Parmesan wings inside the Odyssey building. Why do I sound like, yeah, like a little guy? I appreciate that I just had that moment of just acceptance where I was like, oh no, they don't have the garlic Parmesan wings. And then I saw that they did have Parmesan wings, and I was like, yes! So here's the thing, I absolutely had intentions to get the Parmesan wings, but at the last second I decided that it was just going to be too much Parmesan, so I decided to get something different, and very randomly got the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Scotch bonnet pepper curry wings with cool cucumber yogurt. And then just to sort of offset that, I got this right here, which I think we got that last time, the Frozen Fusion, which is pomegranate and raspberry herbal tea fused with orange ice cream molecules. So that will hopefully help with this, because I am not super crazy about spicy food. Like, I'll eat it, but I regret it, I guess. So here's my Parmesan, and I'm just going to be very generous with this. Maybe this will offset some of the heat. Okay, I am nervous for this because I don't like spicy wings. Oh my god. That's too spicy. That is way too spicy. The Parmesan did nothing. I did nothing at all. Right now, Beaker is trying the sauce for the wings that I just had, which I absolutely hated. That was painful. That was exactly what I was doing up there on the screen. I was on fire. Satan himself kissed me on the lips and poured lighter fluid in a match on my tongue. I was not a fan of that. I 100% should have put my stupid Parmesan cheese on those stupid Parmesan wings, and I absolutely paid for it. But I'm heading over to the fry basket. It took me a good 15 minutes to recover, and now if I walk by somebody and they say, yo, he's got that drip, instead of talking about my fit or my riz, they could just be talking about my nose. So the fry basket, should I get the adobo yucca fries, the yucca fries, or should I get the pickle fries? So I got the pickle fries with the dill sauce, or the dill ranch, I think, on there. And here's the Parmesan. And I'm gonna go try to find a less miserable place to eat this. Okay, I'm wandering over here by Test Track because I don't even know why I'm walking over here. I just am. Test Track is even down. I constructed this force field with my umbrella because this rain is just absolutely miserable. The Parmesan it's not doing anything. Yeah, I think that those pickle fries were unfortunately a miss. That sucks. I didn't think Parmesan would just be so, I don't know, it just indifferent. I should have eating that under here. At least this is covered over here by Test Track. It's never going to not be weird that we did a Run Disney race through Epcot. Just running very early in the morning. That was so much fun, and I'm going to remember that forever, and hopefully we get to do it again at some point. So I'm heading out into the World Showcase, but I do need to make a quick stop over at Coastal Eats to start my Remy adventure here that I decided to do, apparently. I came inside over there, and I'm about to head outside over here by this door. I've always liked this cup, but I've just never purchased it. So I was just over there at the fry basket. That's Flavors from Fire. And I came out of the creation shop. This is Coastal Eats, and I'm looking for Remy over here somewhere. Oh crap, I'm not in for an easy evening. There's Remy way up there, just in the complete darkness, not even lit up by any sort of a light. He's next to a frying pan. This map is going to look just completely mutilated by the end of the night. So over here, Coastal Eats, Remy was next to the frying pan. Can I do this by myself? Even, is this worth it? I'm making it worth it. I'm deciding my own destiny tonight. Yay! This is cool. They have these gauntlets here from the Avengers. No Infinity Stones, though. Alright, so now I'm actually heading out into the World Showcase to continue my challenge and to find the Remys. Look at this. They can light up all of these trees, but they can't light up Remy for me in the middle of the night. Not in the middle of the night, just at nighttime when I can't see anything at all. So I'm heading towards Canada, I think. I need to go over towards Australia and then the refreshment port over there, and then I'll officially be in the World Showcase. Of course, as I continue my savory and sweet ingredient food challenge around the World Showcase and hopefully find something complimentary with freaking Parmesan cheese. I do want to go over here to this booth though, because we never got anything over here, and this is one of the new booths, I think. Yes, this is Bubbles and Brine, and they have jumbo shrimp cocktails and then a crab claw cocktail. A little bit expensive, definitely not a good pairing with Parmesan cheese. I don't think, at least. But turning around, I do see that there is a Remy in Australia. Oh my god, it's so windy right now. None of this matters because I already got the lunchbox for completing this, but Remy is up there, and it looks like he has some tea leaves. I'm going over to the refreshment port in just a second, but this is the World Showcase. This is also a new booth. This used to be the Starbucks, and they have soft serve. Okay, so Remy over at the refreshment port. I don't see him yet. I do see Remy. There he is. This is the most visible one yet, with carrots. Okay, so I can put these on the map now. What do they even have over here? They have a traditional poutine and then a braised beef poutine. I'm behind the Canada booth right now on this bench that is soaking wet and probably destroying my map. My umbrella just blew off into the oblivion, but who cares, right? Nothing matters. Oh my god, can I even get this off of here? I'm trying. Yes, okay, the tea leaves are going over in Australia, and then the refreshment port had the carrots. Wow, this must be the most exciting video you've ever seen on the internet. Wow, look at me. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so now I'm heading into the actual pavilion of Canada. I don't know if they're still scaffolding over here or if they're still doing construction, but I'm looking for Remy somewhere over here. I considered getting the filet back at the Canada booth back there, but I think putting Parmesan cheese on a filet is probably a little bit sacrilegious, so I didn't do it. And I can already see Remy up here. There's not a lot of real estate to put Remy here. What does he have? Is it bread? I think it's bread. Can you see him up here on the roof? Okay, so Remy has the soggy bread because it's just been pouring down rain for the entire day. Putting that on Canada. Oh my god, there's so many to go. Alright, I am determined to find a food that is complimentary with Parmesan cheese. I will find one tonight. My next Remy is not until France, and there's my Shadow. Hello, Shadow. This is one of my absolute favorite booths at Food and Wine, but I don't think any of this would go with Parmesan cheese or gummy worms, which sucks. I have put away my umbrella, and that is something to be happy about, right? We also need to come back and meet who? Back over here. So heading into France. I sort of doubt that France will have anything that will go with Parmesan cheese, but the point of this is to also be surprised by this, right? Finding an unlikely pairing that's complemented by my secret ingredient, that's the fun part. All right, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to get in line for France for the creme brulee. All right, so I have my creme brulee, and I'm heading inside, over here inside the France Pavilion, then I'll come back outside and try to find Remy. I, of course, got this to pair with my, oh my god, I almost dropped it, my gummy worms. Heading inside the bakery back here, which is hopefully pretty quiet. So this is where I get a little bit embarrassed by just the optics of what I'm trying to do here. So this is a vanilla creme brulee with strawberry jam, which the jam is right there. Okay, will this pair with sour gummy worms. Just me trying to be as discreet as possible. That works. The strawberry jam was absolutely incredible with that. And then the crystallized sugar, that was so delightful. And then it was improved by the sourness of the gummy worms. That just really worked out well. All right, but now I'm looking for Remy, and my map is absolutely falling apart in my backpack. Usually I put Remy on the ground in France, although I did not see Remy quite yet. I was sort of expecting him to be over here somewhere in the garden leading into the Ratatouille area. And I found Remy. You're not going to be able to see it really, but there he is right there, I think, with an eggplant. Okay, you could see that. That showed up well. So it was still raining, and because of that and my map falling apart, what I think I'll do is put stickers on it for every maybe like 2 to 3 Remys that I find, just so it doesn't completely dissolve every time I take it out of my backpack. Passing by the booths over here, and I can see Remy up there, but I don't know what he has. Okay, so Remy has a tomato up there. I'm tempted to get this, but more so just because it looks really good, and I don't know, would pesto go with Parmesan? Probably, but maybe not with rice. I think I just really pigeonholed myself with a very weird just food to use, an ingredient to use for the food that I'm getting today. I wanted to be very unique with this one because I've been using like sauces and I wanted to have a spice. So this next Remy is supposed to be specifically at the Tangerine Cafe. Should I check the roof around the corner? See, now it's not fun anymore because this one was so hard to find before. What does it even have? So Remy had the salt and pepper. I'm pretty sure even though I tried to back up, it was still very difficult to see, so I'm presuming that it was salt and pepper. France had the eggplants. Here, this is so soggy now, but I'm going to do my best to just finish this up. Usually I keep these maps. Don't know if I'm going to be doing that this time around. And then I think it was, it was Brazil had the tomato. There we go. Oh no. God, this is just an absolute mess, but it's fun. It's that like ironic, dramatic complaining, I think, hopefully, that I'm trying to convey here. Like I wouldn't be doing this obviously if I wasn't having a good time, but it's fun to just complain nonetheless, right? Okay, so now it's on to Japan, America, Italy. I'm really counting on Italy for my Parmesan. You know, these challenges can be a little bit repetitive just with all these scavenger hunts at Epcot. But if they would just switch up a little bit more, just where they put the Remys, they are different, but a lot of them, the more challenging ones, are always sort of in the same place, which makes it a little bit less fun. It absolutely does add a challenge, though, to do it at night instead of during the day, especially when a lot of these are not lit at all. Watch right after I say that Remy is just incredibly difficult to find. I've made it all the way down to the end of the shop over here, and I don't see Remy outside, which means he's probably up here. All right, so I'm passing by the quick service, and I see Remy right over here. We've come to the event, to the festival, so we've seen Remy plenty of times, probably just forgot about it. So there's Remy right there. It looks like he has cucumber, I think. Yeah, cucumber. They have the Christmas tree up over here by America, so this is pretty cool. The Festival of the Holidays pretty much starts immediately, more or less, after the Food and Wine Festival. So nothing over here that I think I'm going to get, but I've started to look for Remy, which, the absolute easiest, most obvious potential spot probably the entire festival. He has peppers. Remy's got some peppers. So I'm by the American Adventure Fountain, and I'm going to go ahead and put on the stickers here. I can at least be like halfway around the countries. Come on, I'm trying to take off the, what was this, the cucumber for Japan. This is probably the worst I have ever attempted this challenge. It's not even a challenge, I'm just doing it. There's no challenge factor to it. Normally I would try to complete this like in an hour or something, but that was not feasible, I don't think, tonight. And then over at the American Adventure, he had the peppers. The peppers. There we go. Come on. Oh, that's pleasant. I just ripped the paper off of this, so it's not even going to stick. No peppers. Why? All right, so America just didn't want to cooperate, but what else is new? Am I right, England? So I'm heading over to my next country where I will hopefully find a complimentary a dish to go with my condiment, which is not even a condiment, it's like a spice, it's a cheese, it's Parmesan. All right, so I'm looking for Remy, which, is he over here? He's not over here. Okay, so that's a good sign. Is he like on the stairs? I'm going to have to go into the pavilion a little bit more. Is he on the booth over here that I'm going to be heading over to inevitably? As many years as I've been doing this, there's really only a handful of locations that they can that they just continue to put these remys. I'm going to check back over here, I think, first, just all the way as far back as I can go. All right, I do not see Remy back here. That is good. I think what I want is just, at some point, I want this to be so challenging where they just put them in actual restaurants in the back of gift shops, just really, really far up, or just like in a corner, or really far down, or some sort of combination of that. Okay, so no Remy up here either. I checked back over here by like the bar, perhaps somewhere over here by the water. Maybe it is dark, so it's challenging to see if it was over here. So I'm going to go back into the pavilion in just a minute, but I want to go over to the booth over here because it might be like in the bushes. Nope, no Remy in the bushes, but I am absolutely getting some food here. I think I am 100% getting this right here. Yes, please. I think I did it. I think I finally got a winner with this one. I really hope so. Come on, Parmesan cheese. So I'm at a table that is somewhat dry, so that is good. This is the focaccia ripiena, which is freshly baked focaccia, beef meatballs, tomato sauce, and burrata cheese, and Parmesan cheese, Parmesan cheese. Too much. Crap. Made a little mess, cleaned it up. Everything is hunky-dory. It's subtle. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Yes. Yes! So the Parmesan showed up at the last second to make that worth it. I'm so surprised because I would have thought Parmesan has just such like a notable, discernible flavor to it, but I guess only with particular dishes does it actually make sense. I'm just walking around this table that I ate at. So I'm heading back over here. I'm checking to see if I missed Remy somewhere over here, but I don't know. Where are you, Remy? I know you're somewhere. Okay, I popped through the wine cellar, the wine store back here. I can't find Remy. This is great. I'm nervous about the potential of some of the Christmas decorations obscuring Remy. Potentially, maybe. Or just the fact that it's dark. And it was exactly the darkness that prevented me from seeing Remy. It is very silhouetted up there, but I think that is Remy with an onion just in front of all the Christmas lights. You can't see it at all. I can't even, I feel like, really look to even just see Remy up there, even knowing that he's up there. Fireworks do start in less than half an hour, so I do need to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm getting close, though. There are a lot of Remys. This is over by Spain, which I don't think I've gotten anything from Spain this entire festival, so I might get something from Spain. I want to get one more savory and one more sweet snack before the festival is over, before the park closes, and this is my last trip to the festival. So if I got something from Spain, it would be the charcuterie. That's not really anything particularly special, and it comes with cheese. It has still been raining just this entire time, but it's not enough to warrant using an umbrella, but then it's just raining enough to be just really annoying. I almost just walked past Germany without looking for Remy, and that would be absolutely embarrassing. There are a lot of Christmas decorations here, so it could very much so be a challenge to find Remy, although I see him up here. He was there before. That's sad. I'm pretty sure that it was hide and seek where Brennan and I looked forever and we could not find Remy, and he's just up here on this balcony, just sort of shrouded by the Christmas decorations. So this is over by Beer Garden, which is right inside this window, and I have this one. This is the onion, which I'm pretty sure the onion was what Remy had over in Italy. And then this was what he had here in Germany, which I think, pretty sure that was like vinegar, right? That's what I'm going to say. Olive oil, not vinegar. I still need to find the vinegar somewhere. I just have a few more places to check in the showcase, and the fireworks start in about 15 minutes. So I'm not getting anything over here in Germany. My next place to look for Remy is the Outpost, followed by India. I don't think that the Parmesan cheese would be able to compete with the Schickenudeln. I think I'm good over here in Kenya, but I do know where I'm going to stop for sure. Alright, so Remy actually did not take that long to find because they put him where they like to put him, which is on the rocks over here. So there's Remy, and that is the vinegar, it looks like. And then right across the bridge is the India booth, and then there's Remy right up there with the cloves of garlic. So I just have 5 minutes until the fireworks start. So this is what I got. I got this from the India booth, of course. This is the curry spice crispy cheese with mango curry ketchup, and I really liked this before, and I really wanted to get it again, and now I'm going to ruin it with some Parmesan cheese. Except I'm going to have to bring this with me because I have just a few minutes to get hopefully one more food I would like to use my gummy worms with. And then this was not intentional, but there's Remy up there on top of the China booth. You can't see it, but he has a pepper shaker. They're playing the last song before the fireworks start, so I'm heading through Norway, and there's no Remy here, so that is convenient. And there's so much water in the camera. I might not make it to one final booth, but at least I'm trying. And this is getting so soggy, so I did not end up making it to another booth to get a dessert, which is fine because I think I just went a little overboard on the savory stuff. That was sort of a priority tonight. I just need to find my final Remy. Okay, so there's Remy up there with the squash. So he's been there before. That's a bummer. I don't know if I can keep doing this. So they wouldn't let me sit over at the Mexico pavilion over there, and it looks like this is closed too. All right, so I have a seat over here. I think it works. A little spicy, the sauce, very cold, but I think it works. This is the best part of the fireworks, definitely without a doubt. This is going away in about a month to be replaced by Luminous, and I have heard that soundtrack, a little bit of it, and it's pretty impressive. Can't say that I'm going to miss Epcot forever, but it was a fun show. Like this ending part, a whole new world. A little bit random. I am nervous about the new song selection for Luminous. Just it does seem like it's going to be another sort of mashup of Disney songs, but if it's done well, I think this is the finale. I really have not seen this show enough. There's one benefit about having a rainy day is that the ground just reflecting the sky, especially during the fireworks. Trying to hopefully maybe get a head start on some of the crowds back there, although it was not busy at all today, really, at Epcot, so that was good. So I stopped in between Creations and Connections to complete my map, my hide-and-squeak map, my miserable, pathetic, completely soaked hide-and-squeak map. So over in the Outpost, that's where the vinegar was. I'm having to be careful with these because a lot of these are trying to like rip off the sticky part, like the American Adventure, which I don't even know where that sticker went. And then over in India, that's where the garlic was, right? Oh no, okay. You know what, at this point, whatever. Sorry, Remy, you're just falling apart. Just like me, what a metaphor. And then the pepper, that was in China, which you couldn't see that at all, and I could barely too, because most of these are not lit at all or meant to find at night, which is good. It helps the challenge, definitely, but I don't know, it's like a frustrating challenge because you can't see it. And then finally, in Mexico, where there's definitely been Remy before at least once, maybe more, that's where the squash was. And I don't know, so many of these are in such, they're like in very similar areas. I know that there's only so many places that they could probably even put these, but if it's going to be the same places every single year, and that's why I try to do challenges to make this just more entertaining and fun for myself. But when it's not fun or entertaining, I shouldn't do it anymore, right? If it's too easy. All right, so now I'm heading out of the park. Maybe it'll actually finally stop raining by the time that I make it to the car. It's sort of hard to see, but there are lights on over here. That's actually really cool. I haven't seen that yet. So the next time that we come to Epcot, it's going to be for the Festival of the Holidays. I might be coming with my family at some point. That could be a lot of fun to come back to Epcot to go to the Festival of the Holidays. So hint, hint, we might have a little family staycation coming up soon. So that was my trip to Epcot on a very rainy evening. It never stopped raining. I just eventually gave up halfway around the World Showcase, but it was miserable. It never stopped raining. It is still raining now, but I just wanted to have a little secret ingredient challenge because I did this for the Flower and Garden Festival. I did this for both major festivals last year. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this. I did this tonight just for the symmetry of having done it already this year for the Flower and Garden Festival, so I wanted to come back for the Food and Wine Festival. It's a complicated challenge, sort of, because it limits what I get. During the festival, I can only get particular food items throughout the festival, which is the point. The idea is to bring something that I know would be like a really complimentary pairing with some sort of, or multiple, preferably, food items during the festival. But then I also want it to be something that's like sort of fun, sort of a little bit different, a surprise, which is why I brought Parmesan cheese and one of these sour gummy worms. I don't know, because bringing condiments previously, that was like a little bit too challenging, especially just when it's been hot at the festivals. So I knew that I wanted to bring a spice, and instead I brought Parmesan cheese. I don't know, some of them were massive hits towards the beginning of the night, and then I tried to be a little bit more intentional. I got here and I was hungry, so I just wanted to get some sort of food, and I was like, oh, this could probably go with anything, and it does not. It gets completely overshadowed by every other flavor in most every single dish at Epcot. So I don't know. It was worth the effort, right? And then I was bummed with the sour worms, just not getting to use those again. I think those were just so easy. I just wanted to use the Parmesan cheese and just have a successful experience using those, which I think that I did. And the gummy worms could go with anything. And probably more of like a fruit, like dessert, maybe chocolate. I don't know, but hey, that was my experience. And then I even got a lunchbox, right, from doing the hide and squeak, which that was all over the place. I don't think I should have done that, but we said we would come back and do it. And when I say I want to do something or that I'm going to do something, I try to absolutely make sure that happens. And when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do today, just checking in, seeing that this festival concludes in a couple days, I was like, okay, that's what I gotta do. I gotta go and I gotta tie up all those loose ends, and I still have my little gift card with like $1 on here, so I'm gonna have to use this at some point for the next festival. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.